Friday on Magical World of Disney, hold on to your remotes because Disney's about to go Richter.
How do you go Richter?
By challenging and breaking down years of societally ingrained patterns of classism and breaking the cycle of generational trauma that has plagued your horrible father, who has made your life a living hell in order to get you to be less like his father, your grandfather, Johnny Tsunami.
No possible way!
Welcome back. I was hoping to go into this movie reliving my love of those floppy jester hats, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Johnny Kapahala is a normal kid living in Hawaii. He says brah a lot.
That's eating riffs, brah.
He's a 14-year-old surfer. He says brah a lot.
Hawaii, brah. It's actually a state.
You know, Hawaiian stuff. And his grandfather is the legendary Johnny Tsunami. He even has the medal to prove it.
It's been handed down for years to the person who best exemplifies what surfing is. Respect for nature, courage to serve, brotherhood. The Hawaiian way in?
Right away, we established that Johnny's dad is not cool. Actually, not only is he not cool, he's a despicable character. Unlike most Disney Channel original movies where one or both of the parents are dead, in this, Johnny only wishes his dad was dead. Both of his parents are alive. Johnny's dad doesn't come to his surf competition. He does passive-aggressive things like 90s internet stuff. Things like looking up surfers' salaries and being like, that's not very much.
Always something local. $34,000. Wow. You think these guys would be earning a lot more than that? You know what would be even more awesome?
What?
If someday, when you decided to have a family, you'd have a job that would allow you to support them and be there for them when they needed you.
Really just taking a crap on his son's dreams. Johnny's dad also has an extreme hatred for Johnny's favorite person in the world, his grandfather, the titular Tsunami. Besides having a bummer of a dad, Johnny's life in Hawaii seems great. He's surfing all the time, he has some great friends there, he says brah a lot. His life's perfect. Until they're moving to Vermont. There's no surfing in Vermont. There's snow. Johnny does not fit in. A side note, it took me way too long to understand that New England was not a state. It is actually a region of our country. You know, the Northwest region. That's New England. And let me tell you, Johnny hates Vermont. He doesn't know what clothes to wear. The pineapple's mushy. His dad still sucks.
Why don't we try looking forward to what's in front of us instead of what's back in Hawaii?
Johnny goes to Skyline Academy, which is like the preppy prep school. Does prep school stand for preppy school? It does now. The sort of bully jock guy there, his name is Brett, and he immediately starts bullying Johnny.
Hey, Brett, you think you could give me a hand?
Sure.
Whoa!
Sorry about that.
Bye.
You let me too, I wasn't about to lose my life! Ah!
He tries to kill him on the mountain, so he follows a long line of great Disney Channel villains who are actually murderers. Looking at you, Val. And speaking of Brink, I think this movie suffers from what I call Brink syndrome, which is when extreme sports movies star kids, you really can't have the kids do any of the stunts. So every frame of the movie is just like a super wide shot, or else just like from here up, and they're clearly like on a motorized vehicle acting like they're skiing. Or else they don't even try, and it's just clearly stuntmen, grown stuntmen doing all of the skiing and snowboarding.
Hey, Brett, maybe we should stop it. No way.
But canonically, I like to imagine that Johnny Tsunami actually has a superpower where he can turn into a middle-aged white man on command whenever he needs to do something Richter.
About to go Richter.
It's tough for Johnny. But luckily, Xenon lives here too.
He's totally out of control. Cetus Lapidus! Cetus Lapidus! Cetus Lapidus!
Her dad is the headmaster at Skyline Academy, and also apparently he's JFK.
We have a behavior code that says you can't start a fight with another student, no matter what the circumstance.
Yes, sir.
If that's his real voice, I am terribly sorry to that actor. Johnny tries to fit in the best that he can. Skiing's not for him. But that doesn't mean there isn't something out there for him, because one day he sees Sam and his friends, and they have snowboards.
I've been on a board my whole life, and if I don't get on one soon, I'm gonna lose it big time. Since there's no big wave beach in Vermont, I figure I gotta do the next best thing.
He's a surfer. Surfboards. Snowboards. Get it? They're both boards. One of them's on unfrozen water. One of them's on frozen water. He's gonna be good at snowboarding because he's good at surfing. Do you get the movie now? But this is not a movie solely about extreme sports, no. In fact, it's about classism. We quickly learn that the skiers, or the skies, who go to Skyline, they all ski, and they have the best side of the mountain. And the snowboarders, or the urchins...
Stay out of it, urchin. Hey.
Essentially, you're saying the poor kids. But they just go to public school. They seem perfectly well off. They're not like begging for soup. Please, sir, can I have another run at the mountain, please? They're public school kids. I was a public school kid, okay? I was an urchin by this movie's logic. I've never been snowboarding. I suck as an urchin. Sam says, you can't be one of us. You're a sky. Keep your tips up. That's what they say to the skiers because, you know, like the tips of their skis or whatever. What's the snowboard equivalent of that? Keep your toe up. Toe, watch your edge. The urchins don't really accept Johnny right away, but Sam's kind to him, and he kind of teaches him the ropes. And very quickly, Johnny gets it. Xenon is scandalized by this fact that he is now an urchin or a snowboarder, and he's like, well, why don't you come out and try it sometime?
Toe on that one.
You sure no one followed you?
Very funny.
But then she does this.
Can't keep up. I'll wait for you at the bottom.
Wait, Emily, don't!
She puts herself in terrible danger, and then Sam, trying to rescue her, also gets in terrible danger. And so it's Johnny's moment. He has to ski down the mountain and find ski patrol. I mean, turn into a grown white man and ski down the mountain to find ski patrol.
Oh, check it out, dude. Is that the sky?
Can you stop that landing?
He saves the day, but Xenon's dad is upset, as is Brett. He threatens him. He says, stay away from her. What is Xenon's real name? Emily. It's Emily in the movie. Kirsten Storms, you'll always be Xenon to me. Pointing to the sky because the space station. So Xenon's dad's mad, Brett's mad, but you know who's the most mad?
You know why I'm upset, don't you? It's amazing. You just can't help acting like my father.
Cool.
I didn't mean it as a compliment.
Get over yourself, guy. You got a great son. He's trying to do the right thing. He's respectful to everyone. You just moved him across the country. He's having trouble. Give him some slack, okay? Johnny continues to snowboard with the urchins. He's getting in good with them now. Because he rescued them, they give him his own jester hat. Now he's like a really cool guy. He's truly an urchin now, just like me. And the urchins are like, let's do a sky raid. No, this video is not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends or whatever that crap game is. If you want to sponsor me, just let me know. That goes for anyone, actually, not just Raid Shadow Legends. Email's in the bio. Back to the video. A sky raid means they're going to the other side of the mountain. The good runs. They start ripping up the slopes, tearing it up. They're shredding, doing gnarly shredding tricks. They're carving it up. They're whipping, they're tail whipping, slipping and sliding. They're flying down the mountain. That is until the skies show up. Brett and his preppy, yellow-coated gang.
Look, wife, take your bunch of rejects back to Air Summit now.
We're not leaving. These are the best runs on the mountain, and we should be able to ride them too.
And they literally get into a fist fight on the mountain. This, of course, because Brett's a snitch, gets back to the principal. He's like, you can't be fighting people at our school. There's a code of conduct. Now Johnny's in trouble again with his dumb dad who doesn't understand. This is where the classism, is really ingrained here. The principal's like, who are you gonna be, Johnny? Are you gonna be one of us, a Kennedy? Or are you gonna be one of those scumbag urchins? I think he calls them urchins, an adult. What is this, 1850 Charles Dickens? When was Charles Dickens? I'm gonna say it was 1850, 1800s sometime. Johnny's in big trouble now, and to top it all off, when he gets home from the principal's office, Sam's waiting there. His dad doesn't even want Sam to talk to him, but he's like, fine, because the mom's actually reasonable. Sam tells him his military dad has a new assignment. He's moving to Iceland. So now Johnny's lost his sport. He's lost his friends.
I want you to stay away from those, urchins.
Pete!
And I don't want you snowboarding.
Ugh, this rigg's so bad I can't even take it.
He's hopeless. And that's when things get dark. The next day, Johnny's parents find a typed out letter on his old school computer.
Mom and Pop, I'm sorry for everything, for letting you down, but Sam and I can't live here anymore.
It's not that kind of note. Don't worry, it's not as bad as I was thinking when I first saw this. It's just a note saying that they went to Hawaii to be with Johnny Tsunami Sr. And there they are on the beach, living it up. Johnny's grandpa takes them in. They live it up on the beach. They're like living the surf bum life. Johnny's dad's like, send them back right now. And Johnny Tsunami, grandpa, is like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let them come back on their own. He's a chill guy. He's like the chillest of guys. He's been shredding those waves out there. He's surfing the gnar, you know? The gnar's in his blood, just like me, an urchin. So Sam and Johnny, they stay in Hawaii for a couple days, but when they're ready, they come home, just like Johnny Tsunami knew that they would. But Johnny Tsunami actually comes with them back to Vermont. They're like, you don't have to. And he's like, I want to. When they get back to Vermont, Johnny Tsunami decides, I'm going to go snowboarding with you, Johnny, young Johnny. And it turns out Johnny Tsunami, of course, is incredible at snowboarding. He's lived his whole life on a board. Now it's a snowboard. While Johnny and his grandpa are snowboarding down the mountain, they encounter Brett, who's like, you can't be over here. I'm Brett, look at my yellow jacket. And Johnny's grandpa's like, you know what we would do in the old days? We would have the best surfers surf against each other and the loser had to leave the mountain. What if Johnny and you have a ski race down the mountain?
No lie, dude. If you win, the boards stay off your side forever. But if I win, we share the mountain.
And Brett's like, that's how it already is. And then Johnny Tsunami's like,
Because the winner gets this.
Grandpa, no.
What is that?
and gets the title of Tsunami, I guess. This movie could have been called Brett Tsunami if Brett won. There will be a downhill race tomorrow. And that night, Johnny's dad and his grandpa finally have the conversation that they've needed to have all these years.
If I could go back, there's a lot of things I would have done to have been a better father to you.
After the generational trauma of Johnny's dad and grandpa is broken, Johnny and his dad actually make up.
Johnny, I know you may find this hard to believe, but your dear old dad isn't perfect.
Sure you want to admit this?
Believe me, the older you get, the harder it is to admit.
He's still been a jerk this entire movie. He never says he's sorry. He's like, I'll come to your race and I'm a nice guy now. Does that make up for years of trauma and abuse and trying to make you escape the name of the father that I hate? No, it doesn't make up for any of that, but hopefully going forward they can repair the relationship. So, here it is, the day of the big downhill race.
Hey, your stick, dude. Prepped and ready to rock. I even used a special wax in my private stock. Totally nectar. You haven't seen nectar until you've seen these.
All of these movies just end in a big downhill race. It's just like the most artificial way to raise the stakes for a big climax. And Brett does the classic villain thing of like 1, 2, 3, and he pushes Johnny down and gets a head start. Like, the race should be over at this moment. Everyone saw him do it. Like, you can't cheat, Brett. You're not going to be Brett Tsunami. But Johnny perseveres. He gets up.
About to go Richter.
He skis down the mountain. It's close, but in the end... Johnny Tsunami, the new Johnny Tsunami, wins the race. He claims the Tsunami medal. He reunites the mountain. Now skiers and snowboarders can come together. Why does he have this authority? Actually, he doesn't.
No way, you guys are brothers?
Oh, dude, you're looking at the last remaining original Sky and Urchin. When we were kids, our folks split up. I went to Skyline, Randy went to Maple Valley. Yeah, 10 years ago, our pop passed away and left us the mountain, and we just split it down the middle, you know, borders on my side and skiers on mine. It's been that way ever since, but we think it's time to put things back together.
Generational trauma broken. class structure. Not really broken. I mean, there's still like these public school rich kids and these urchins, but I guess we'll say it's bent. Because though these kids may not have food to eat at home, they can now snowboard on every side of the mountain. Moral of the story, if you're an urchin, now you have one more privilege that doesn't mean a whole lot. But don't complain or we'll, I don't know, make your school conditions worse or whatever. Johnny Tsunami saves the day. He gets the girl. And to prove his dad has turned around his villain ways, he says, everyone to our house for a party. And they throw a luau party at their house. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button. We got lots more of these to go. See you soon.